Good evening, everyone. How are you this evening? Tonight, I want to talk to you about, do you live and let live? Or do you live and then try to force your way onto other people? And I'll explain that in a minute. First, let me introduce myself. I'm Kelli Sappenfield. I'm a fifth-generation metaphysician, spiritual visionary, speaker, and author. And my purpose is to help you live your utmost potential, happiest, fun-filled life that you can imagine. I want you to picture your dream life, and if you don't know how to get there, I want to help you because I want you to live it, because that is so amazing to be able to say, I'm living the dream. So let's talk a little bit about living and let live, and what exactly I'm talking about when I say this. One of the things that a lot of times we get upset with is when other people try to force their opinions on us. You shouldn't be doing that. You should be doing this. You should go to college. You should be interested in this. This is the proper way to work, or you should be wanting to do this over the summer, not go backpacking through Europe. Or you shouldn't take a year off in between high school and college. You'll lose everything, right? So, but when someone says that to us, we get really offended. It's our lives. We should be able to live it how we choose, right? And we either do one of two things. We either stand up for ourselves and say, thank you very much for your opinion. This is my life, though. I'll take your opinion into consideration, but the final decision's mine. Or we cave because we don't have healthy boundaries, and we do what our parents want us to do, what our social circles expect us to do, that we think they expect us to do, or they tell us. Our friends, our family. If you practice a religion, maybe your congregation expects you to do a certain thing. But we have those different groups. And sometimes we need to step back and say, you know what? This is my life. It's my dreams, my desires, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with them, because they're not infringing on anyone else's rights. It's not that my desire is to be a serial killer. That's a little bit different story. But my desire is to be fill in the blank. Maybe it's, I want to be able to travel. And if that means I have to travel by myself because I want to go to different places, then I'll go. If it is, I want to be a teacher. And a lot of people that want to be teachers get a lot of feedback. It's like, oh, you can't make a living being a teacher. You're going to go to college. You're going to have student debt. Yada, 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 right? And it's kind of like when my son was in high school and we toured Florida Institute of Technology, and he was thinking about the marine biology program. Because if you know Seth, you know he absolutely is obsessed with sharks. I mean, look above my head, right? I'm sitting in his office. And he kind of talked himself out of it because he was told how much it was going to cost to go to school to become a marine biologist. And then he looked up what the average marine biologist earned as a living. And he was like, that just doesn't compute to spend all this money to go and do something. Now, granted, sharks are his passion. Sharks are his totem animal. But in reality, he wasn't meant to be a marine biologist. But had he wanted to, he should never have let what everyone else says, right? It's not going to make enough money or whatever. He should never have allowed anything like that to persuade him not to pursue his passion. Because let me tell you, if you're pursuing your passion and you're living your highest potential, the universe has your back and they're going to make sure you're provided for. Whether it's teaching, whether it's being a police officer, an actor, an artist, a CEO, an engineer, it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter what your passion is. There's people that have the passion for law and love studying law and getting into cases and all that. To me, if you told me I had to sit there and read law books all day, I'd be like, what did I do wrong that I'm needing to be tortured for? I love lawyers. I'm just not one. And that is perfectly okay. Because they can do their passion, I can do my passion. And a lot of people would say, to me, for instance, it's like, what are you doing that for? Why do you want to go out and help other people live their dream life? Why do you care if they're helping their soul progress? Why do you care if they meditate? Why do you care if they pray? Why do you care? And it's because that is my passion. Now I have multiple passions. I love to travel. I love having the life that allows me to travel. But do you live your passions, live your life, and let those around you live theirs? And sometimes it's hard if you have a teenager that's maybe their passion you just don't get. Maybe they're the artist and they have the artist type brain set, and you're an accountant and your brain set is numbers and being very analytical and making sure everything balances and all that. And you're like, you can't be this. This is flighty. It doesn't do anything. You know, there's 1,000,001 starving artists out there, right? Don't ever quash someone else's passion. Because what happens is resentment. And then they pull away. Whether they're your kids, your friends, or your family, whoever it is. So take a moment and really think about whether you live and let live, or if you live but really want people to pay attention and do what you think is best. It's very different. And sometimes it's hard, especially when it's our kids. It doesn't matter what age they are. Whether they're 5 or they're 50. Doesn't matter. So I'd love to hear what your passions are and where you maybe discovered, maybe I live but don't quite let live. And how you're going to work at releasing that and encouraging those others around you to live to their utmost potential. Please comment below, share this video so we can all live our dream lives. And we can all live and let live. Because if we live and let live and we're helping raise each other up, then collectively we all rise. And that's what we want. I look forward to hearing your comments. And if you have any questions, don't feel afraid to message me. And I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Or put it in the comments below unless it's something you would rather remain private. I completely understand. And I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.